Hey, I'm Kayla, and welcome back to my channel. I'm here to talk about mental health and makeup and gossip and whatever else you want to talk about. So let's get into it. Anyways, I'm gonna talk to y'all while I do my makeup. I haven't been to sleep all night, and I probably look like it. My daughter kept me up all night long. Um, she didn't want to go to bed till 7 this morning, so I'm like, what's the point me even going to bed now? Like, I'm probably gonna take a nap here soon, but anyways, I don't really feel like it. Um, so let's talk about my mental health journey the past year. This started back 2019 actually. So, um, back in 2019 December, I was going through a lot of stress at my job. I was working at a strip club, bartending and being basically a house mom, which is basically the girl like the older stripper, which I ain't that much older, but that kept the girls in line, like made sure they were taken care of. Had their outfits for the night picked out, made sure they looked cute, um, made sure their makeup was done, and so on. I just really took care of my girls when there to give them advice when they needed it. Um, so this is kind of back when my mental health started declining even more. Um, 2019 was like really stressful, right? But the end of the year is when I really cracked and had a mental breakdown. While I was at that job, actually, because this job was so demanding. I was there, um, I was there 7 days a week, almost. Well, I was there 6 nights a week, from 6 p.m. to 6 in the morning sometimes, because I had to, keep track of the money and everything at the club. Like, I was in charge of everything, basically. Locking the club up, all that, blah, 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 nonsense. So, that, took a toll on me. I had big responsibilities at the time besides my own, being my own responsibilities at home. And I feel like I was putting more effort into this job than I was my own actual home life, right? So, anyways, at the time, my relationship with my fiance wasn't that great either because I was putting all my time into this job instead of my home life. I wasn't really worried about being at home, and um, I let this job pretty much take over me. My boss at the time, he was cool pretty much, but he wanted me there a lot. He wanted my help a lot, so I would go to work all the time. Well, then I ended up having some weird shit happen to me at this job, right? Um, Basically, when I was at this job, at the strip club, um, the boss I had found out some shit about him that made me real uncomfortable, anyways, with him. Then, on top of all the stress with the girls and shit, he started trying to take advantage of me. Well, I got locked in his office one night. Not really locked in his office, but basically I was there after work and I was a little tipsy and he kept pushing his way onto me. And I don't care. I'm gonna speak about it now because I'm not scared of this person anymore. Never really was scared of him, but I didn't really want everybody all up in my business on what happened. So what had happened was, I think he liked me more than I I didn't like him. I have a fiance for almost 7 years, as you all know. And this boss at the time, he's just not my type. I wasn't into that. I didn't, I don't understand where he got the idea that I liked him. He was buying me gifts and all kinds of weird shit. Just like, I don't understand it. Anyways, so I'm a likable person. Whatever. I'm not gonna lie. I might not. I got the pretty privilege. And um, a lot of people will do things for me, be nicer to me because I might not look good all the time, but like shit. I'm not a drug addict. I'm a cool down to earth girl. I got my priorities straight. I got my shit together. Like, maybe not as much now, but I've always had my shit together. I own my own house, my cars. Like, I've got my shit together. Like, I've never depended on nobody for nothing. And so it was just weird. Like, you know, a lot of people are attracted to that kind of person. Like, you don't find girls like that out here nowadays. They all want to depend on a man, which, you know, now I do depend on a man for help because I had a baby and shit and all that. But, like, anyways, long story short, I'm getting off track a little bit. That boss I had at the time that was taking advantage of me kept coming on to me at work, kept touching my butt, doing weird shit. Like, I did not like it. Not long after that, it kind of was traumatic. Like, he was doing some weird shit, so it was kind of traumatic to me. One night I was there by myself with him, and like, I just didn't really like. I don't like the vibe this motherfucker gave me, pretty much. So I felt really uncomfortable. I felt like my life was in danger because I was around this man alone. I don't know what he's capable of. I've only heard stories of who he is and what he was capable of. I didn't know what he was, what his hidden agenda was. In the sex industry, you gotta watch out for people because people in that industry all have hidden agendas and they're all about some money. You just never know. Like, you can get snatched up in a heartbeat in that industry. And, I'll come up with more stories on this channel the more I remember over time. But I've been through a lot of shit with these people. And so I don't trust no fucking body. And, his vibe threw me all the way the fuck off. So, anyways, excuse my language. I'm bad about cussing. But that's just who I am. And if you don't like it, then get off my channel. So, anyways, at the time I was working there, I felt really threatened by this person, my boss. Told my fiance, my mother about it, and they were like, why don't you just quit? It sounds like it's just too much for you. You don't need to be at that job, blah, blah, blah. My man wanted me to quit anyways, but, I was trying to make some money, and I made good money. Like, I was making, like, $500 to $1,000 a night, and easy, so whatever. It is what it is. But anyways, so, like, I was, back to the story. My boss at the time was bringing me gifts and shit to work, just weird shit. Like, I didn't like him, so I don't understand, like, where he got this idea that, he could try me like that, because, like I said, I've gotten my shit together. I've always had my shit together. I never depended on no man for nothing. Like, you can't impress me with money. I've had my own money. I've always had my own things. Cars paid off. All my shit, I never had depended on a man for anything, so I never understood, like, why he thought he could push his way in. Like, I don't need nobody for nothing. I don't care how much money you got. Like, one night he seen my bank account, like, from where I was working there. He's like, wow, you have this much saved up? I'm like, yeah, I don't do drugs. I don't do shit like that. Like, I'm gonna save my money. Like, that's how it is. He's like, I can't believe that. And I'm like, bro, like, it's not hard. Like, I work every night here and, like, I do what I'm supposed to do. I don't be going shopping. I don't be showing out. I don't be doing none of that. Like, that's not me. That's not my character. So I, like, I just to understand, like, what he was getting at. But then he was like, you should help me out. Like, we should team up, blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I don't even need this job. Like, I could go anywhere and make money. But anyway, so I quit that job. Right after that, my mental health started declining. Long story short, found out I was pregnant 2 months after I quit this job. Ended up with a disorder, an anxiety disorder. I'm not going to get too deep into that, but, it's a severe anxiety disorder. It causes me to feel out of body, and it's called depersonalization, derealization. You can Google it if you want. It's really scary. It's a really scary disorder to have. Sometimes you feel like your voice isn't yours. You feel like your family isn't yours. Your life isn't yours. It's the weirdest shit, like, to go through. It gets worse when I'm tired, stressed out, angry. Like, I can't handle emotions like a normal person. But basically, this is all built up trauma. And what had happened was, at the time I was working at that job, I didn't realize this job was stressing me out to the point that I was starting to lose my mind a little bit. And then I started thinking all these crazy scenarios, like, what if this could have happened to me? What if that could have happened? Well, that kept weighing heavy on my mind, kept replaying over and over and over and over again. Eventually, I stressed my mind out to the point, like, I started you know, feeling a little crazy, a little weird. But fortunately, it goes away with. I just started getting therapy and shit like 2 months ago after I had the baby, like around that time. I got put on medication called Lexapro. Um, Basically, I'm telling my story because I don't know, like, I feel like people's been through other similar experiences, sexual assault, trauma. Like, there's gonna be a lot of stories on this channel I tell y'all leading up to this big mental breakdown, right? Because this isn't even nothing compared to what I'd been through prior in the strip clubs and the sex industry, just in my life in general. I'd been through a lot. Like when I was younger, I was a runaway teen. I had ran away from home multiple times. Always fighting my parents, like just crazy shit. Like I went to jail when I was younger. I was on house arrest for a couple months. Like I'm gonna get into all these stories. Like I can't wait to unleash all these stories like on here, because I feel like this is gonna be a good YouTube channel, and like I'm gonna be able to tell my stories and my experiences, like help other young girls out and like tell them like you're not alone, you've been through this. Like, or I mean I've been through this, sorry. Anyways, so like I can tell y'all I've been there, and like you can get through it, I can get through it, we're gonna heal together. And like that's what my channel's about. Like shit, look at me, like I'm 27. I had a baby when I was 16. I just had my second baby at 27. Like, my life's been crazy, but I had that gap for a reason, and God gave me that baby for a reason, because God knew that I needed a baby to, like, calm my ass back the fuck down, because the first one didn't work. God had to calm me down with this one, and, like, it worked, and I'm so thankful. And if you don't think there's a God, like, I'm sorry for you. You need to find God in your life, because you're going to be living a very sad life in existence if you don't have some type of faith. And that's okay if you don't believe. You don't have to. But for me, like, you gotta have something to hold on to, especially when you go through as much shit as I've been through, and I'm still walking and I'm still alive, because there's no reason I should still be on this earth. I'm telling y'all. I have been through some shit that would make people, like, I'm telling you what, buckle at their fucking knees. Terrifying shit. And traumatic shit, and just shit that's like, wow, like, how am I still here? Because thankful for the man up above. Like, God is, that's real. That's real. Like, you and me here, you watching me, like, how else you think that's happening? You gotta think, man. Anyways, so back to my story I was getting at with that shit. That person, I'm not gonna say no names because they don't deserve publicity, especially if my channel blows up one day, you know, with all these stories, because hopefully it reaches the masses. I want everybody to know my stories. I want all to reach out to young girls worldwide. I just don't want anybody feeling alone, man. And there's another thing I always think about, like, there's so many ungrateful people out here, like, or people that's always, like, bragging. Like, I'm not like that, and, like, I've gotten everything on my own, like, and I never bragged about shit. And then I see people out here, like, just getting shit handed to them, and I'm like, I don't relate to you in no way, shape, or form, but we're cool. But, like, I want to reach people that, like, understand what it's like to go through hardships in life, and who has not always had it easy, you know. I want to reach out to people who may or may not know what a food closet is, or what it's like to scrape up change to eat when, you know, they were younger, because their mama didn't know how they was gonna feed them, and the food stamps didn't go very far. Like, I want to reach out to people like that. I want to reach out to people who's, young lost teenager girls, and maybe, sometimes even boys, like, just whoever needs to hear it. Like, there's a reason you're going through everything you're going through. You might not think it, but if you're going through hard shit, it's because you got a brighter future ahead of you. And the people who get the best lives in the end usually have the hardest beginnings. You got to come from humble beginnings to get to, like, that. And if you're getting it on your own, you're getting it out the mud, like, you're humble, you're going places in life. You're not just going to be stuck. Like, fuck all these people who's getting shit handed to them, getting little co-signers, like, whatever. You're building your own credit score yourself. You're out here hustling. You're going to work every day. You're doing what you got to do for your family to survive and eat. Like, that's my kind of people, for real. And, like, people look at me and they'll think, oh, she's so stuck up, she's a bitch, blah, blah, blah. Y'all have no fucking idea. Like, y'all don't know me. Y'all don't fucking know me. The thing is, like, I'm a sweetheart, but I don't put up with shit. I don't put up with nothing. Like, I done been through too much to put up with bullshit. And I'm not going to settle for less in my life. And I'm always going to strive to want more. Even though I'm going through what I'm going through right now, I know there's a reason for it. And I'm going to get through it. And I'm going to come out on the other side on top, doing better than I was thinking I was doing before. Because, like, I know it's not going to be, like, easy. Nothing good comes easy in life. And you got to trust that, because nothing I ever had nice came easy. When I'm telling you, I got my shit out the mud, I was, like, 18. And I was working at Hooters, and I fucking, like, my car broke down at work. Like, I had this little hoopty-ass car I bought with my taxes one year. And it was, like, a $1,500 car. And it broke down, like, a month after having it. I was so pissed off. Like, I was like, dude, I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, how am I going to get a new car? I gotta have a car because I gotta survive and I gotta eat. Like, I gotta do what I gotta do. So next thing you know, I took my little happy ass over to the strip club. And if you live in Louisville, Kentucky, there's a strip club called the Godfathers I used to work at. And it was my first strip club at 18 or 19 years old. And I went in that club one night, and, like, I freaked out. I was like, I'm not going to do it. Never mind. Like, remember when I had to get on stage, like, I was freaking out, I remember. And this girl's like, no, you're going to make so much money. And that I did. I did that night. And I'm telling you, I went home, and I'm sitting in my bathroom, and I've never had, like, I didn't have shit growing up. So, like, I'm sitting here with my little $800 I made in one night, just, like, counting it. Like, I couldn't believe, like, oh my God, I made this much money. Like, me, myself, like, this is my money. Like, I was so proud of myself. Like, and then I was addicted immediately after that. So that pretty much began my 8-year journey of that lifestyle, and where I'm at now in my life. So I'm gonna kind of be all over the place on my channel, but, like, just so you can get a gist of where I'm at now and where I started. That's kind of what it is, like, how I got into that industry and how I made it out. But now I'm starting back over from square one to, like, start my new life, and now I'm on a new journey and a new recovery stage in my life. I'm not sure where I'm headed next, but I feel like I'm at a dead end. But it's because, like, depression and anxiety will do that to you. Like, you get hopeless and you feel like there's no hope for the future, and just weird shit. Like, it makes you suicidal and stuff. Like, and you might not even have reason to be, but it's mental illness, dude. Like, you can't even help mental illness. Like, it's just something that happens, and it's from being in an overwhelmed, stressed state of mind. And, like, you basically got to dig yourself out of a hole, and that's what I'm good at doing, is digging myself out of holes. Like, hello. Literally, like Drake said, I started from the bottom, now I'm here. Like, my bottom is probably different than y'all's rock bottom. Yours might be worse. Yours might be better. But my rock bottom was pretty shitty, and like, for me to be where I'm at right now, I'm honestly proud of myself, and I'm not trying to be like that, but I'm proud of myself. I'm proud of where I'm at now. I'm proud of what I did. I'm glad I didn't get stuck. And I'm sorry for the people who got stuck, but I'm telling you there's a way out. Like, you gotta get out, and you gotta realize that there's more to life than you think there really is. Like, you gotta realize that you have so much more to offer this world than your body, especially if you're a girl in that industry. Like, you are made for so much more than that. And it's okay if you gotta do what you gotta do to get yourself out of that hole. But baby, don't get stuck in that hole. That hole is one you don't want to get stuck in. And you don't want to stay stuck too long. You want to get in and get out. I stayed stuck too long. That's my problem. That's why I'm struggling now with my mind. I'm not struggling anywhere else in my life but my mind. It's all up here, because when you seen the shit I seen, it'll make you look at life a little differently. It'll make you look at marriages a little differently. It'll make you look at families a little differently, because you realize how sneaky people are, how shady people are, and even our own corrupted ass government, which y'all see what's going on right now. Like, nobody's blind to the corrupt shit going on in our world right now, but like, I knew what was happening before it started happening. Like, I've been woke. Y'all say I'm woke. No, I've been woke because of what I've seen and what I've experienced, unfortunately. But you know what? It made me stronger. It made me who I am. I ain't no little bitch. I'll tell you that much. And I definitely ain't out here begging, asking for handouts, asking nobody for nothing. Me and my man, we do what we gotta do. And I've been blessed with the best. Oh my God, that's how I know there's a God. Because I went through hell to get this man. Like, before him, I was treated like shit. And then, like, one day somebody came in my life, I didn't even expect it. And, like, he's fucking wonderful. Like, I'm telling you. Like, there's a God. Because I was with so many assholes, so many douchebags. Like, I thought, man, these men ain't shit. And I've done seen ain't shit men, because I've done seen half y'all baby daddies in the strip club, probably, and I've probably done seen half y'all's daddies in the strip club. And uncles, cousins, brothers, blah, 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 and so on. Like, I know, like, what these men are about. So, like, for me to say I trust a man says a fucking whole lot. Because I know how shady these motherfuckers are. Just to put it bluntly. And, if you're wondering, like, why I talk the way I talk, because this is who I am. I don't put it on a front. I'm not gonna put it on a front like the rest of these YouTubers or people online or on the internet. Like, this is who I am, and if you don't like it, then you, like I said, you know how to get off the screen. You know how to exit the screen, leave, goodbye. Nobody cares, literally. But if you're real, you want to hear my story, stick around to hear it. You can subscribe to me. You can comment below. You can like my video. Do what you want to do. I mean, shit, it'll help the video out. You know, maybe it'll help, if you help the video out, it'll reach other people, because it's not just being shown to one crowd. It'll be able to be, like, pushed around the internet a little bit more, which would be nice. So, this kind of content can reach out to the masses and help others out. Maybe you don't see where it's helping out right now, but because I'm just giving y'all a little insight of what I've been through, so y'all can know me and get to know me. A lot of people think they know me, but they don't know me. They wish they did. Oh, they never will. Because I don't get close to people. And there's a reason for that. It's my trust issues, and I'm probably going to be like that for the rest of my life. understand it's not because I don't love you if I'm not around much. It's because I just can't help it. Can't help it. Been fucked around and fucked over too many times to be trusting people. And I don't really like company, really. I don't want to hang out. I done my hanging out with people. I'm fine with my family. I don't need everybody around. I have close friends, and I have people I talk to every day, or when I can. And there's a couple people that really have earned my trust lately. They know who they are. I don't gotta say no names. But they're welcome to be in my life. But it's hard for me to really trust people just because of what I've been through. So also, I don't just invite anybody around my kids, my man, and I just know how people are. It's nice to find good people out there. There are good people out there. I'm not saying there's not, but at the end of the day, I'm just gonna stay in my little circle, in my little comfort zone. That's just what feels good to me. I don't need 1,000 people around to be happy. I've been with Mark for 7 years by myself most of the time. I haven't had any extras around, so I don't really see the point of it. Just because, it's always just been me and him lately, and it's cool to have friends. It's cool to have people to lean on and talk to, and like I said, the people that are in my life, they know who they are. I don't gotta say their names. But even y'all are gonna hear my stories about friends I've had over the years that I've been screwed over by. I've been set up, robbed. I've been jumped. A lot of things traumatic that's happened to me that I'm gonna speak about on this channel, so be ready for that. It's gonna be hard for me to open up about a lot of it, 'cause, I don't like talking about it, but apparently it's gonna help in my healing journey and my trauma coping and blah 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 and so on, so all that's gonna be in here. Also gonna talk about some of my therapy sessions, how they're going, and what my therapist is doing to help me get through all this nonsense. I have a lip color I found from the Dollar Tree, by the way, and it looks just like the one my friend sent me. I love the color, so I went ahead and grabbed this. Anyways, so on this channel, I'm going to be doing my makeup, I'm going to be talking about stuff, and I'm going to tell y'all how I'm getting better to see, if, maybe the things I'm doing to get better will help y'all. Anybody else struggling with trauma or PTSD, I have PTSD, OCD, anxiety, disorders, all these disorders in one. I am on one medication right now. I'm planning on sticking on one medication and just getting the talk therapy to help. I'm going to look into all these things to get through this and basically heal this year, because I'm still stuck in what they call, like I said, I have depersonalization disorder, derealization disorder. So I'm still stuck in the freeze response for 24/7. This never goes away. It feels like you're in an outer body experience, like you're dreaming all the time, like you're not connected to yourself, like you don't know who you are. Your voice can sound like somebody else's voice to you. It sounds insane, but it's a real disorder. It doesn't make you crazy. It's just severe anxiety, and even mammals go through this, cats, dogs, Bambi, deers, whatever. They go through it. It's to protect you from feeling pain. So I'm stuck in this response because my body still feels like it's in danger, even though I'm not. It's just from all the years of trauma, so I gotta work it out of my body, my system, and basically talk about it to get better. I gotta release all these things in my body, my emotions, and I used to freak out about this disorder, so it got me stuck in it even worse. But now that I know what it is, I'm not so scared of it anymore. Because imagine just being stuck in a dream-like state all the time. It would freak you out. Like, I used to think that I was in a coma and I couldn't wake up. But then I realized if I was asleep in a coma, that I wouldn't be able to taste my food or feel pain, like physical pain, or have babies in a coma. Like, it sounds stupid, but like it really makes you feel insane. Like, it's literally just a trauma coping mechanism. Like, I swear, look it up. Look up. You can look up DPDR, or derealization depersonalization disorder. Fuck, I'm tired right now, and you can tell in my eyes. So I missed my Lexapro last night, because I fell asleep early, and then the baby woke me up at 1 in the morning, and we were up until Daddy got up for work. So he got up around 6 to get ready for work, and 6 or 7, and I've been up ever since, still like wanting to, whatever time. Oh, the stick, this is a mat. That's good. It was only $1. Awesome. Anyways, so yeah, if you're interested in my channel and what I'm talking about right now, or you want to hear more of my stories, I'm gonna go ahead and get off here now. If you want, just need to talk about anything, or you have anything that you want me, topics to bring up, or anything about, to ask me any questions, I can answer them in my next video. Just comment below. Like and subscribe if you want to help the video out, and basically, yeah, that's all, and I hope y'all have a good day, a blessed day. I'll pray for y'all. If y'all need anything, reach out to me. My inbox is open. I have, I don't know if y'all have, if you need me on Facebook, you can comment below. I'll also start leaving links to my Facebook page, my makeup page, my Instagram, called War Paint Warriors. It's gonna be an Instagram page that I started, basically my makeup looks, but also I'll probably post some quotes and some things on there, and then on my Facebook page I'll do some other things too. I'm not so sure what direction I'm gonna go in, but anyways, yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, comment, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks. Bye.